Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors you can see on the screen, right? Now, if you are going to do a bit of business in 2022, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your preview show looking ahead to Saturday's home game at the Den against in-form Reading. Can we keep up the 100% record in SE16? There's only one way to find out. Let's start by taking a look at the 11 that Gary Rowett might pick to start the match. Okay, so what do I think he'll do? What would I do? Let's do a little mixture of both. I definitely know it will be Bartosz Bulkowski in goal. 5 at the back is cemented. It won't change it. It will be Scott Malone at left wing back. I think it will be Danny McNamara right wing back. Then I would play Jake Cooper, Sean Hutchinson and Ryan Leonard. However, that would leave Murray Wallace out the side. I'd rather him at left wing back, but that's not going to happen. And I think he'll pick Murray Wallace in front of Jake Cooper, despite shipping 2 on Friday against Norwich. Centre midfield, it's going to be Billy Mitchell and it's going to be George Saville as far as I'm concerned. Mitchell has that place cemented. I know some of you don't like it, but unfortunately for you, that is a fact. I think it will be George Honeyman in a 10. And up front, I think he'll probably bring in Volslammer for his first start. And I think he'll play him with Benik Afobe. I don't think he'll drop Afobe. Some of you are not impressed with Afobe's performances so far. Very strong in pre-season, not so much during the season. However, I will defend Benik and say he has had absolutely 0 opportunities, or very few, half chances at best, to open his account for the 22-23 season. So that's the team that I think he'll go with now on the screen. That's the team I think he'll pick. Is it the team I would go with? Probably not, but I'm not a gaffer. It counts for absolutely nothing. And people keep saying as well, I'm going to back rail here, people keep saying, wow, away form's the worry. Our away form, we've got to keep up this good home form. Well, firstly, we have got good home form. And yes, we do want to keep that 100% record. That's not going to be easy. And I'll get on to Reading in a minute. However, we've had 3 away games. 2 of those we've lost against Sheffield United and against Norwich. Both teams, I will be amazed if they're not in the top 6 by the end of the season. So let's say our away form's terrible. Once we've been to the likes of, no disrespect, Wigan, once we've been to Rotherham, once we've been to Sunderland, and once, it isn't working at that point, then I'll hold my hands up and I'll back you. But at the minute, 2 very tough away games that we've lost to Sheffield United and Norwich. And I expect those 2 to be firmly in the mix come May. Moving on to our opposition, it is Reading FC. As I've already mentioned, they are a little bit of a surprise package so far this season. It's only early. They are currently 3rd in the division, having won 3 and lost 2 of their opening 5 games. They are coming into the Den off the back of back-to-back wins and clean sheets. Last time out beating Middlesbrough 1-0, and previous to that beating Blackburn by 3-0. So 4 goals and no goals conceded in their last 2 games at the Majeski. Let me tell you this. Paul Ince is Reading's manager, and this will raise a few eyebrows. I know him personally. My boss is his manager. I know Alex Ray a little bit, and I know Tony Warner very well. So I said at the start of the season, for all those thinking Reading are going to struggle, I know what those 3 characters are like, and there's no way in the world they're going to allow that to happen. They're too intense, they're too strong, and they're too set in their ways. They've got too much about them in football to be on the wrong end of things, and I don't think Reading will be. I think Reading will be a team this year that may not push for the playoffs, but I think they could upset a few and disrupt what does go on in the top 6 at points, and they're coming to the Den in absolute top form. What do I think the score's going to be? Well, let's move on to it. So this is your pre-match prediction, and here we go. It's going to be very difficult to win again at home. I think it'll be a good crowd. Very interested to see, by the way, that our club has sold the bottom tier for away fans before they've sold the top. I saw this on Twitter. Reading have said the bottom tier sold out, join the rest of the fans and now buy tickets for the upper tier, the North Stand. So that's good to see. And I think it definitely does add to the atmosphere in our benefit, not just as a spectacle, the game, definitely to our benefit to have fans there to goad and point fingers and say, give me a number. No, we don't do that. Other teams do that. We don't need your number. We just turn up at the train station. Anyway, moving on. Look, this ain't going to be easy, and you'll see why I'm going to say what I'm going to say when I do my preview for Burnley. But I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. We're more than capable of winning this game. However, we are a little bit leaky at the minute, and we seem to be, in matches that are topsy-turvy amongst the goals. Reading are confident. They're no mugs. And on that basis, I'm going for a 2-2 2-draw. And that's your lot for this preview show. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please be sure to check out the fan score predictions from the other boys at Lions TV. We're bringing it back starting this week. That'll be out at 4 p.m. on Friday. If you think you know what the score is going to be, do not be shy to put it in the comments below. And all that's left for me to say is I will see you in beautiful South Bermondsey on Saturday, live streaming from 2:40. If you're unable to make the game, then I'll call you home direct from the den, the only fan channel to my knowledge in existence across the board that brings you matchday commentary direct from the stadium. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.